Hey everybody, Scott from Galaxy Comics in Saginaw, Michigan, and it's about that time for another CGC unboxing video. Today I have 3 boxes. I have one of these giant, huge boxes that they use anymore, and then I have 2 smaller boxes, which should be a little more interesting because we don't generally send in 1 or 2 books at a time unless they are cooler books. So I'm going to start with the big box. And like they're huge because of the great big poofy padding helmet looking things that they use to pack the comics, and so they need a giant box, which, as we showed last time, makes them kind of a pain to get out of there. So there's one little package. Here's a 2 little package. These things could survive a fall from orbit without damaging your books. And there's 3. I'll throw that on the floor. I'll put that on those boxes. I'm not sure what these are. I think they're moderns, maybe. Let's see. Oh, no. This is going to be a cool one, potentially. It's more vintage stuff, and oh man, we sent this in a while ago. Doesn't look like they're sorted at all, because why would they be? When you submit stuff, you have to make sure they're in the same order that they're on the invoice, or it will result in a delay in processing. But when they send them back, they just throw 25 books in the box and let you figure it out. Okay, so these are pretty cool. Not something I think we've ever seen, at least through me. So I'm just going to start here. Maybe they're kind of sort of in order, but not really. If you like some war books, you're going to like these. American Air Forces number 8 from 1952. This is a 6.5, a fine plus there. American Air Forces number 8. This is American Air Forces number 11 from 1953. Man, that's a good looking book. That's a 6.0. American Air Forces number 11. Couple purple labels, which this is our guy that sends in all of the coolest books here for the last few years. Normally doesn't get purple labels. This one has a purple label. Bill Battle number 3 from 1953. Restoration includes a small amount of glue on the spine of the cover, but it's a 5. Bill Battle. Die, you commie rats. Die. He's a all-American guy. Blam, blam. That's the noise the guns made back in the day. Blam, blam. Here's a Bill Battle number 4. Very good condition. It's got like a spine split at the bottom, and special torture. When a commie needs info, he doesn't care how he gets it. Yes. Those commies. Bill Battle, the one-man army. Anyway. Tickled me. Combat Casey, number 19. This one's a little rough. A little more rough than normal, but it's a 3.5. It's a very good minus. Try not to get all the crazy glare there, but Combat Casey, number 19. Here's a Crime and Punishment, number 19. This one's sharp. A nice, fine, very fine, 7.0. What's going on this one? Oh, it looks like a barroom brawl. Ooh, the cops just punched that guy in the face. This is from 1949. Cops yelling, "Here, Larry, look out for the ape to your left." I don't see any apes, I just see a bunch of guys, but that's slang from the 40s. 1949. Here is a Crime and Punishment number 35 from 1951. Oh, he's going to land on the 3rd rail. It says right there, danger 3rd rail. That guy is probably toast. but his comic is in very good condition. More Crime and Punishment. Crime and Punishment number 64. It's a very good find. Here's your money, big mouth. Keep your fat nose out of my business. I ain't got a fat nose. It looks like a normal sized nose. She's amused. She thinks that's funny. Crime. She Does Not Pay. Number 112 from 1952. Well, poor Grumpy. Grumpy's dead there. He's coming across down the old clothesline, and this guy's cutting the rope, so old Grumpy's going down. In very good minus condition. Crime Does Not Pay, number 139, 1954. It's got some issues. This guy. Tell him where the money is, or he kills your wife and kid. Jeez. Anyway, it's a good, very good. Crime Does Not Pay. 139. Madness. Crime Fighting Detective, number 16. Just shot that gun right out of his hand. He thought he was safe up there. Never figured we'd get him. 7.0, fine, very fine. Book from 1951. I mean, come on now. Sharp. G.I. Joe, number 10. Beat. It's got some pieces. Big spine split at the bottom. Looks like maybe detached at the bottom. Staple. Piece missing. 3.0. G.I. Joe number 10. 1952. G.I. Joe number 14. Another cover reattached with glue. G.I. Joe number 14. I think that's how you're supposed to use the gun. I think you're supposed to point the one end at the bad guys. Commies. 3.5. Restored. G.I. Joe number 14. What else we got? Oh, we're going back to the A's. Adventure into Terror, number 7. Yeah. She's got the right idea. She don't want to go in that cave. Adventures into Terror, number 7. It's a 3.5. 1951. Very good minus. Creepy bad guy in the cave. We got another American Air Force. Maybe it's our first American Air Force, but American Air Force is number 6. Decent. Solid mid-grade. 5.5. Book from 1952. Another G.I. Joe. Oh, probably one of the worst books this guy's ever submitted. G.I. Joe number 19. Restoration includes cover reattached with glue. Yeah, it looks pretty water damaged. Yeah. So anyway, here's a G.I. Joe number 19. I mean, you can kind of see, if you look on here, it's all sort of faded, washed out, probably from water, maybe some sunlight, and then the back is totally that way. A 1.8 restored. That's the same grade as my copy of Batman number 3. I have a 1.8 restored copy of that. But anyway, it was a little beat up, but it was a big batch of G.I. Joes and stuff, so he just sent them all together. G.I. Joe number 34. Dude looks happy all the time. He's constantly happy. Look at it. He's happy saving that kid and mom from drowning there and handing him off. 3.5. This one right here. Dude's happy as hell shooting that flamethrower, burning up that tank there. It's like, yeah, get it. G.I. Joe, happy soldier. Oof. The knife of 1,000 cuts. That's like one cut right there. Manhunt number 5. Dude just took a knife in the back. 4.5. Very good plus. Person getting stabbed in the back. Yeah. That wasn't 1,000 cuts. That was just a single cut. Police Against Crime. I think that would be obvious, but you know, these days you never know. Police Against Crime number 6. Very good condition. Cop on the motorcycle chasing them. Dude, I don't know how he's flying along next to that truck with just holding on with his fingers, but he's doing a pretty good job. Yeah. All right, couple more. Public Enemies number 6. There is no escape for Public Enemies. It says right on the cover. No. Donna wants to call the police. Guy with the weird hair, not letting her call the police. Fine condition. Fine, she won't call the police. Ooh, pre-code horror. Mysteries number 3. From 1953. 5.5. That is a weird, small, ghoulish head. Yeah. Weird. Oh no. Uncanny Tales number 24. Who's who? I don't know, because the fat guy's got his head on the skinny body and the skinny guy's got his head on the fat body. And nobody knows what's going on. 5.0. Uncanny Tales 24. Couple more. 3 more. United States Marines. See, this guy, he's flame throwing, probably the Japanese, since they're all colored yellow. He's flame throwing them. He doesn't look as happy about it. He's just doing his job, man. He's following orders. 5.0. United States Marines number 7. Authentic U.S. Marine Corps picture stories. Neat. There's the invoice. Here's U.S. Marines in action. Yep. Getting ready to throw a grenade. Number 3, very good condition. 1952. More war stuff. And lastly, Warfront. Tales of Combat. Number 26. Warfront number 26. It's a 3.5. Very good minus. Cool. So a bunch of kind of mid-grade, I'm not going to try to move those, bunch of mid-grade war books. Don't normally send those in. Those are kind of neat. Let's go to the medium box. This might be, I think I know what this is. Or that one of them. I sent a couple of books in to be corrected. The labels were reversed on them. And I think that's probably what's in that box. This box is, however, yeah, okay. I just had a customer want to send this stuff in, and he was kind of in a hurry. He's like, "Just send it. I'll pay the extra shipping, and whatnot." So let's see what we got here. Not bad. Could have been a touch better, but what can you do? Batman 655, first Damian in cameo of the last 2 pages of story. So first Damian Wayne, 9.8. Right. Got the 9.8, and that's 655. So 656, first full Damian. This one had a couple of little dingy dings somewhere. That was only a 9.4. Near mint. First full Damian Wayne near mint. 657. Batman versus Damian. 9.6. So that was a near mint plus. And a 658. Another Talia Damian. Also 9.6. Near mint plus. And just to be different, we got a Web of Spider-Man 118 first solo clone story. So, yeah, that guy. And a 9.6. So also near mint plus. All right, that weren't exciting. I thought they'd be more exciting than that. First Damien though, 9.8. I mean, that's the one you want in a 9.8, right? So that was kind of cool. And this is possibly the resubmissions, but I'll show them again because there's been a lot of videos. There's a lot of video ago that I first showed these. See, in these they just do the regular old bubbly wrap, but I think it's because they're magazine size. Yeah, so I got these back quite a while ago, and I didn't notice it right away. I didn't notice it until actually somebody was asking about buying them and was kind of looking at it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? These labels are backwards. But I'm going to show these again because they are really cool. So it's the last Ronin #1 from way back in 2020. Not even 1920, been a long time ago. 2020. Signed and sketched by everybody. It's black cover. It's going to show all kinds of glare, but I'm going to kind of move it around. So it's signed and sketched by Ben Bishop, Luis Antonio Delgado, Kevin Eastman, the Escorza brothers, and then signed just by Tom Waltz, who's not an artist. But so that's the first print, right? And then the problem was it was switched with this, which is the second printing / thank you edition. It was a one per store type of thing. And same thing, it was just, they had an in-house and I sent it in and got everything signed and sketched up and all that. And somebody was looking at it, this was a few months ago, and I noticed like it said the second print, thank you edition. I'm like, wait a minute, 011 or 111 on the barcode, that's the first print, and the foily one is the second print. So anyway, I sent it back in and they fixed it for me for free, which makes sense because it clearly was not my mistake. And what am I going to do with it? I can't sell them with the wrong labels, right? Right. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for now. That was a neat stack of war books. I've got a bunch more of this guy's stuff to send in. Did all like the Vampirella magazines and the Jungle comics and all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm way behind on sending his stuff in. So though you should see a lot more of that this summer / fall. I got a bunch more to send in as soon as I get caught up on the rest of the comics and pressing and whatnot. Anyway, you don't care. Got a bunch more coming from him, and that's it for now. Stuff out, stuff in press, stuff coming back, whatever. You know the drill. Anyway, that's it, and as always, thanks for watching.